Greetings, everyone. We often spend so much time talking about the things that hurt us in the past, but we fail to talk about getting up one day and realizing how some of the things that used to matter, they don't matter anymore. Some of the people that were so important in our lives, they don't matter anymore. We find healing. And sometimes we don't even realize that we have moved on. Move on from those things that cause us so much pain and so much sorrows. You get up and suddenly you realize it's a new day. That horrible friend or that horrible family member or that horrible coworker does not even factor in your life anymore. You don't remember them. You don't miss them. There are times when things happen between you and loved ones or friends, and you find your way back to each other. But there are people who are yesterday's news, and you don't remember them anymore. The things that used to be so important to you, you don't care for it anymore. You will see someone ringing your phone and you don't answer that phone. It's more of an irritant. And there was a time when you didn't hear from the person. You are devastated. All of a sudden, the thing that you wanted so desperately, you don't want it anymore. In fact, if it was given to you, you wouldn't want it. You wouldn't want the job. You wouldn't want the boyfriend or the girlfriend. You wouldn't want the association. You don't want to live at that place anymore. You don't want to work at that place anymore. You have lost interest. Well, that is a beautiful place to be. And it teaches us one thing. Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't waste your time holding on to people or things. Because guess what? The very thing that was so important to you today, that you felt like you could not live without, the person who you felt like if this person is not in my life today, I'm going to be devastated. The person who you remember weeks and months you spent grieving over, they're no longer in your life today. And you don't miss them. You no longer have that thing that you felt was the end all and the be all. And now you don't want it. In fact, you look at your past yearnings and you say to yourself, what was I thinking? If it's a relationship, what did I ever see in that person? Just the very thought of being with that person in this time repulses you, right? So don't waste your energy and your time grieving over people or things that the Creator removed. When people leave your life, it is such a blessing, one to celebrate. Of course, we're emotional beings, and of course, we are all afraid of changes for the most part. So when these things are removed, you have to get over the shock of it and get used to it, to being in a world where them being out of your life becomes a new norm. So many things we've had to give up because of what's going on in the world. And when we look back at it, we say, oh my goodness, it was a waste of my time, a waste of my money doing all of that. You will not have any regrets. You will never return back to that. Many of the ones who think that they're punishing people in the world are only punishing themselves, because after we got the new norm and we got used to living without certain things, we are now realizing the blessing in it. And when they're ready to come back, as is the case with some people who abandon you, when they're ready to draw back their dead so and so in your life, you're going to look at them like, get out of my face. I don't know you and I don't care to know you. Get out of my face. I don't need you or what you have to offer. So sometimes people think they're hurting you, and what they're doing in reality is blessing you. They're teaching you that you don't need them. And oftentimes they think you need them, and sometimes you think you need them too. And you needed that reality check to say, excuse me, I am blessed to be in a situation where I don't have to deal with this or that, or him or her. I look back on my life now, and for many of the ones who hurt me so much in my past, I now realize it was a true blessing. I am truly free from these ones who, when they were in my space or I was in their space, they were more destructive and they were blockers. They were blocking my blessing. So let them go. Let anyone go who knows how to live without you. Because what you don't see, you can't see around the bend, but it is a blessing, a means to an end. These ones had to move out of your way before your blessings can come, because you would have shared your blessings with people who did not deserve it. So understand this and give thanks. Be grateful for all things, great and small. Stay blessed, everyone.